Well, hello everybody and welcome back to this new installment of G-Bear Homesteading the Desert. And we're looking at the room edition here, the bedroom and the bathroom. And yeah, I did some work today. Thanks to Chips, who bought me a 100 feet of 12-2 Romex. You can see I've got all my electrical runs in. And this little piece right here is what's left of 100 feet. So it was a perfect amount of wiring to do this job. All right, you can see I got my ladders over there. I already ran my line all the way from the electric panel on the other side of the original cabin. And that line comes out, goes down here through the top, comes through the wall, goes into the GFI that's on this side of the box. I can't get in there because of the cabins there, or the shed for the laundry. But yeah, there's a GFI there. And normally I don't put GFIs outside. I like keeping them inside. But that's the only GFI on the run, so it's going to be out there and I'll have a weather-tight cover on it. And then I got my, the only other thing that's on there is the AC. And yes, I can turn that on. And yep, there's cold air coming out of it. I better close the windows if I got the AC on. All right. So anyway, I did get all of that electrical run. Now, here we go on the three-way switches. I put lights in to make sure that that light will actually end up there in the hallway, and I've got the cover for it down there, or the globe. And that's a 12-volt DC LED bulb in there. It's one of those cheap Chinese ones, but that's all I need in the hallway. I don't need a lot of light. Okay, so let me see if I can get up there. I'm going to flip the switch here in the bedroom and the light comes on. Now I'm going to come over here to this switch and I'm going to flip this and the light goes off. So that's the three-way switching I was telling you about. Now that's in 12-volt DC. This one is actually 120 volts. And see, I marked them on the switches themselves. So when somebody opens up this, other than me, which I doubt will ever happen, but if somebody opened up the cover on here, they would see the writing on here and say, well, that one's 12 volt and this one's 120 volt. All right, let's get to the wiring. So you notice that I taped the green wire because I used MC cable here. And the reason I did that was because in Romex, the ground wire is bare. It's not insulated. And I needed an insulated wire to carry electricity. So I put blue tape over the green wire that's inside of MC cable, and you can see the green right there, just showing slightly, so that it's not confused that it's a ground wire connected to a light switch. All right, so I was telling you, in a three-way switch, you got 3 screws, okay, 2 golds and a black. The black wire goes on the black. It's simple. I always put the 2 colored wires on the same side of the switch. So I put the blue on the top, right above the black wire. It's easier to remember that way. And then over here, I separated the white all by itself, is on this side of the switch. All right, now when we come over to the other side here, we're going to have the same exact thing, same exact wiring. Black on the black screw, blue right above it, 2 colors on the same side. On this side is the white wire. All right, so that's ready to go. Up in the box, you see my 1 MC cable coming from this switch, goes up and over and comes into the box there, and then the other MC cable comes across and comes into the box there. The other 2 wires are hot wires. Those are the ones that come from the panel, the electricity supply. Okay, so the 2 yellow Romex wires there are the hot wires. All right, So connecting the wires here. First thing you do, where the two switch wires coming in are, tie the colors together. Now you see I got a little piece of red shrink tube there on the whites there. That's so that if somebody opens up the box, they don't confuse those for neutrals. All right, so tie the whites together, tie the blues together. Now you have two blacks coming out. One of the blacks goes to the hot wires. Okay, so that's what's in that big red wire nut there. The other black goes to the light. Then the neutrals that are coming in on a hot wire tie to the white wire of your light or your fixture, whatever you're going to have there. I'm going to have a ceiling fan, so where this light bulb is right now will be the way the ceiling fan connects. And I'll be tucking all that wiring up inside the box. The ground is so that I can ground the ceiling fan. All right, so this is a three-way switching unit. So if I flip this switch up, we have light on the light bulb. I come over to the other side of the room here. I flip this switch down, the light goes off. Come back over here, switch this switch down, and the light comes back on again. Very simple. All right, three-way wiring, or three-way switch wiring, simplified. That's the easiest way to do it. This is 12 volt DC. This goes to the back door. Okay, so I turn that on and you can see the light come on. So that's not where it's going to be. It'll be up higher, but I just fastened it there so the wind doesn't whip it around while I'm working on the rest of this stuff. All right, that's about it. I did one other thing is I did drill the hole in the drywall to put my tub spout line through the green board. I still have to seal that and then decide what type of a tub spout I'm going to use. And while I was in Home Depot picking up the wire that Chips sent me, I saw this nice little cheapo shower head, and I had one of these before and I really liked it. It's got a big 3/8 inch opening in it, not just that one of those little widgets. So this puts out some pretty good spray, and it was only like $4.95 or something like that. So I bought that. Now you're looking at a PVC ball valve here, and it is female threaded, 1/2 inch threaded. You'd say, well, what's that for? Well, I'm off grid. Water is a precious commodity. So if I'm showering, I don't need to keep the water running all the time. So what I'm going to be doing is when I put my gooseneck out of the wall here, I'll screw this onto the gooseneck. Okay, and I'm right-handed, so I'll put it to the right-hand side like this. Then I'm going to put a little nipple where my baby finger is coming out of there, and I'll connect the shower head onto that nipple. So when I'm showering, I can get my hair wet and my body wet, and then I can shut it off up here. I don't have to shut it off down here. And that way my hot water setting stays set to where I have it, to where the temperature I like it. Now when I'm ready to rinse, I just reach up and turn this little valve and let the water come out. So that's what this is all about. I had to come up with some idea. They do have shower heads that have a little push button in it, and I never liked those. I've got one in the motorhome. You have to run around to get wet. This thing should get me wet real quick. So that's the way I've got it set up, and that's the way it's gonna be. All right, well, I've got some more exciting stuff coming this week, and I will post as I go along. I know some of you want me to post every day, but sometimes I don't get enough done to actually post. So I give it an extra day, and I'll post every other day or every third day sometimes. But I'll keep you guys all up to date on what's going on here. And if anybody has any questions, remember to leave it in the comments below. I'll be glad to answer whatever I can for you. And don't forget, down at the bottom, give me a thumbs up if you like my videos. Please, that helps. Leave a comment, that helps. And don't forget to subscribe, please. Subscribe to my channel if you like what I'm doing here, and click the little bell right beside the word subscribe, and you'll be notified every time I post a new video. That's all. G Bear signing off.